Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been a Truner. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. Well, last time, I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of supposed to be the end. That was the plan. Last episode was going to be the end, because we took on the world. We reclaimed Carthage. We reformed the Roman Empire. We kicked off the Roman Renaissance. I don't know what more you wanted from me. In fact, I was literally moments away from ending the series, and then, something new popped up. Yeah, there's a new empire in town. They're called the Mongols, and apparently they're a bit on the dangerous side, so it would be remiss of me to end this series before kicking their flipping arses. There he is, Genghis Khan the Great, carving out a mighty empire over in the east, and oh my goodness, a marshal of 24. Whatever can we do against a marshal of 24? After all, poor old Hermes is starting to get on a bit. He's made a conscious decision to become Captain Biscuit. He's kind of also gone a bit off the deep end. He's enjoying burning Christians and throwing them to the lions a little bit too much, some have said, so that's certainly a consideration. So if only we had someone else, some form of absolutely, no, not you, not flipping you. There you go. Some form of, I don't know, warrior queen in the making, who, at the age of 19, having never held any position of power whatsoever, has a natural marshal of 26. Of course, we should not write off Hermes just yet. He may be 56, he may be Captain Biscuit, he may be, you know, losing a little bit of personal combat skill despite being old and overweight. But, regardless, he's still got a flipping personal combat skill of 70. That's respectable. And that's without any form of, like, you know, dueling trait or anything. That's pretty bloody good. So, he's not dead yet. He's possessed by Satan, but he's not dead. Because yes, indeed, there are still a couple of problems with the Empire. Like, you know, a little bit of border gore. If you look at the Empire, you don't think, yes, that's one hell of an empire. You think, hey, what's wrong with Northern Italy? What's wrong with Asia Minor? Why are those countries not, like, you know, as they should be? So, yeah, ideally, we need to sort that out a little bit. I was just about to draw attention to the fact that, yeah, thanks to the blood of Alexander, I can use the invasion casus belli to just take, you know, an entire kingdom, whether that be, yeah, the kingdom of Italy over here, or the kingdom of Anatolia over here, but I can't help but notice that, yeah, as it turns out, I've also picked up, right, I didn't realise I had another bloodline. Apparently, Hermes just has 2 bloodlines, because now he's just bloody showing off, so, yeah, if you're the first reformed emperor, then you get yourself prestige up, counties converting to Roman faster, Christian opinion up, which given what Hermes has been doing to Christians is questionable, and Old Hellenic and Reformed Hellenic up. So, yeah, between Alexander and Hermes, my Hellenic vassals are going to absolutely flipping love me. That's great. And yes, I know the Abbasid thing's been annoying a lot of you down in the comments for longer, but if we're honest, if we're truly trying to reform the Roman Empire, we can't have Italy just sitting in the middle of it, not being Roman. That's just unacceptable. So we need to deal with Italy. And if I can, I'd like to use my invasion to do that before Hermes passes on. Then we can have the Empire properly reunified. It'll look absolutely lovely. My vassals can just mop up like this bit of Norway and this bit of Valencia and then whatever's left of Romaine. That'll be absolutely fine. Sooner or later, someone's going to kill the Pope. In fact, I'm pretty sure, yes, we're actually sieging down the Pope right now, which is excellent. So that's just absolutely marvellous. And by the time we're done with that, I suspect the Mongols might be starting to knock on our door. Now, before we do that, though, we're going to need to do, yes, our standard pre-invading protocol. Not because we actually need to in terms of weakening Italy. We could just walk in and take it. But, yeah, money's a little bit low at the moment. Because I may have spent the entire treasury on a nice set of gardens in Zeta. Which I probably shouldn't have done in retrospect, but what can you do, eh? And yeah, that money needs to then be invested into upgrading Rome itself as fast as possible. In fact, actually, one big thing should be a hospital. Yeah, get a hospital down, because once a hospital's actually built, we can start building tech buildings inside the hospital. We need to get Rome up to speed as fast as possible, damn it. You've just got to be a bit careful with Italy, because yeah, the supply limits can sometimes be deceptively low, only 10,000 over here. So yeah, more like 15 up to 25 over in this part of the world. Okay, let's get some troops in. And speaking of the existing siege against the Pope, we've managed to take one of those cities, and by the looksy of it, yeah, we've actually found something. A skull trophy. Okay, why does the Pope have a skull trophy? That strikes me as not particularly papal. Admittedly, I've got a skull myself. Does anyone know where this skull came from? And created in the year 919. Wow, you've had that a long, long time. Philippe the Lecher. Okay, whoever that guy was, you took his skull off him. Now, the Pope also seems to be coming in and... Okay, there's another plague, but like... Hopefully this is not, you know, a proper plague or anything. I mean, dancing plague. Is that actually bad? Okay, it is actually on the map. Yes, it started, yeah, close by to Constantinople and has immediately spread there. Okay, so we've got another bloody plague as needs dealing with. And as I was hoping for, yes indeed, because Venice is now extremely well Hellenized, they can start going on all sorts of holy wars and whatnot. So, looks like they're just going to pick apart whatever's left of Romaine. Good. Okay, Pope's coming in for a Barney with, yeah, pikemen, heavy cavalry and archers. I've got the hill advantage and I've got reinforcements coming in. I've already got good commanders with myself in the centre. Because why not? So sure, we should be able to handle that without too much difficulty whatsoever. And also, where do these bloody things... Okay, nomad agitation. You guys are just spreading further and further north, aren't you? Bloody Armenia. And yes, as someone flagged, thank you very, very much indeed. If people dump Bibles in my room, I can just read them and then say, you know what, this just makes me believe in Zeus even more for free piety. So that's very good. And the Pope fight seems to be going very, very well indeed over there. And oh my, we've got ourselves a chance to do some dueling here. Oh my dear goodness. Personal combat skill of 8 versus my 70. I don't care how many biscuits I've eaten, I'm going to absolutely flipping annihilate you. So get the flip in there. Marvellous. So, Tragedy was ready. He clumsily dodges attacks, but then I just basically flipping murder him. Good. Good. So, what do we want to do? Either we can just straight up kill him, or I can walk away victorious. Okay, that's worth... It's the same amount of prestige. Yeah, you know what? You can just die, actually. Good night, Betsy. And yet, they are being chased off, no problem whatsoever. The Pope should not have attempted to, you know, defend his own territory. What a loser. Although, due respect to the Pope, the one barony he's got does actually have, yes, 6.5 on the old fort level. That's not nothing. And my wife's apparently on campaign with me, and murder just gets her all het up because, yep, she is pregnant once again. Also, I should probably, like, fill that council position. And seriously, how much more nomad agitation does there need to be? Bloody hell, guys. Look, Alania, I really do appreciate your efforts, but if you could just stop, that'd be great. Like, at the bare minimum, take these settlements over here, then a bit of this stuff. It would be nice to, like, own the entirety of the Black Sea. That'd be fun. Do that. Please stop expanding towards the Mongols. And perfect timing, Italy's army is away dealing with, yeah, a holy war in Spain or something. And they've also got themselves a bit of an uprising as needs to be taken care of. So this is the perfect time for me to start pulling a handful of troops together. And you guys are about to begin raiding and raiding and raiding. In your flippin' go. Let's burn Italy to the ground. And oh my goodness, the best event of all has just kicked off, which is a small kitty is demanding my attention. I can pat the kitty. I can get the cat to follow me home. That gets me bonus health. You know what? That's fine. Yes, we're going to now pick up a pet cat because I don't have a pet dog. In fact, I'm not sure Hermes has ever had a pet dog. Possibly, he's just a cat person. Do not kick the kitty, though. 25% of becoming, you know, one-eyed. So, the kitty can follow me home, and now I am sneakier because I have a cat. Also, I can't help but notice that my looting forces don't seem to be, looting. This guy's not looting at all. You're not looting at all. You're doing a bunch of small-scale looting. Guys, why are you not looting? I sent you in to loot. You're supposed to be, like, you know, raiding. That's your one job. I mean, officially he's angry at me because we're supposed to be raiding him, but I was kind of thinking we were going to, you know, knock down the city, the doors and whatever. You know, that was kind of the point. Oh, it's just an advisor role. That's nothing. Right, we must have had... Yes, hang on. When did you become... I'm not sure when you became the King of Sicily, but you're very smart. Would you like to potentially be... Yes, you, my friend, can be the new spy master. Love it. And for now, yes, the proconsular of Thrace, who is, yes, basically just some nobody, can just take the role of advisor, because technically... Oh, I should have done that the other way around. Yeah, if I'd done that where I'd inserted somebody new and then swapped them into position, then... Technically, no one would have been fired. By the way, your hat looks lovely. Well done on wearing that hat. That's a great hat. I mean, at the bare minimum, these guys have managed to steal some money. So that's fine. But seriously, I'm not sure why we aren't, like, you know, doing the whole business where we tear down the cities. Like, we've done that a lot. It was fun. Okay, for some reason, we're willing to actually, yes, sack these cities slightly further inland. So, oh dear, there's... What's the situation? Okay, you're going to lose a handful of troops. It's not that many. It's fine. So you're willing to sacrifice some of them. What have we actually got up here, by the way? There's actually more. There's more up there in terms of supply limit. Right, you guys go over here. You guys come over here. We'll just sack the coastal territories. That's better anyway. And there we go. There's the Italian army. That's pretty much all they've got. And I swear we already paid a writer to chronicle my family history, but screw it, we'll hire another one. I really shouldn't do that. Money's getting... It's getting a bit on the low side. Then again, now we can burn down Italy. Burning down Italy is the new burning down Venice. And yet another flipping daughter has been born. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that. Aphrodesia is so spectacular, we should not make fun. Also, as some people did point out, yes, did kind of miss a sort of important goddess. And so we welcome baby Athenia, because, you know, we shouldn't miss Athena. She's pretty important. Okay, Pope's territory has now been completely sacked. Absolutely lovely. So send this guy over to here. Maybe we can take this territory down. I don't know. But yes, the sieging has now begun in earnest, which is marvellous. And plenty of these territories are very poorly guarded once we get past the initial castle. Okay, we've now got enough money. We can start investing in Rome. We've already got a hospital there. Yeah, get the sick house out. What do we need for the tech stuff? Up to separator wards 3. Okay, start investing in the hospital. Having Rome be resistant to the mad dancing plague, probably a good idea anyway. Right, King of Corinthia dies. That's absolutely fine. You look pretty decent, all things considered. You may be the new King of Corinthia. Sorry, probably like the Rex of Corinthia, or possibly the Proconsul of Corinthia. So you just have all of that. That's absolutely a-okay. In fact, it looks to me like right now you're beating up the Pope. So good job, and please stop creating the Duchy of Transylvania. I swear you've done that like 4 times. Ah, but this is exciting. The new guy who's the King of Corinthia actually doesn't control this territory, so you're presumably reporting... Yes, you're reporting directly to me. So, Duke Theophanes, I'd say you now need to report in to Thrace. Finally, we can start restoring some order to this part of the world. You see, much better. Admittedly, now Thrace is in 3 pieces, because this bit belongs to Anatolia, and this bit is... Who does this bit report to? This bit reports to... Okay, that bit's also independent. Who are you supposed to belong to? He's supposed to belong to Greece. Okay, well, you could do that, but honestly, Greece is now separated by a bit of Trebizond, so you're going to Thrace anyway. Except no, you're not, because the game won't let me. Okay, Thessalonica could just be independent, whatever. And yes, this is what I want to see. Italy is doing a good job dealing with the Abbasids, so those 2 forces are now taking each other on. And... even better, yeah, I need to go over there and get myself, yeah, as much Hellenism on the ground as possible, because this guy he's 71 now. He's not going to be around for too much longer, especially as he's stressed. He is brawny, though, so that's going to help out with that, and he's hunting, too. Yeah, let's go over there. Any money you want, you can have money. And my domain size drops immediately because, yes, I'm off having a bit of an adventure. Okay. Okay. What we shall do then is hand over a bit more of Carthage. Except now I'm on a pilgrimage, I can't, because that means everything goes to the council and they won't vote for me giving more land to my own dynasty. Okay, so we'll just give this bit of land to basically anybody who wants it. Gotcha. So, Akakios, whoever the hell you are and whatever the hell you're bloody here, congratulations, have a county. There we flippin' go. Okay, now this is good. Unlike the last pilgrimage I went on to check out how Hellenism's doing, apparently people seem to be embracing the new religion well. This guy's pious and devout, and also gain a learning. Marvellous. So, 150 piety, straight back home again. Yeah, that's a very quick trip. Though, out of interest, yeah, does that actually mean... Oh, flip me! Okay, you were not kidding. Africa has just gone full-on Hellenic. Oh, this is amazing. It's a good religion, guys. If you want to start any stupid holy wars against these bastards, you'd be more than welcome to. Oh good, another chest that can't be opened. I look forward to finding the key in 200 years and discovering it was empty all along. Also, my daughter Artemisia has naffed off with an adventurer. A Bulgarian adventurer. So, I mean, okay. She had a couple of illegitimate children. I'm guessing that, yeah, they were his. No, actually, one belonged to this guy who's now dead. They were both this guy. Okay, she just has a thing for terrifyingly older men, as it turns out. Oh, and the Pope's coming back in for another go. So this is plains. There's no advantage one way or the other. Okay, yeah, set our best commanders in play here. We need to destroy the Pope. Hermes, you're going in yourself, because you're actually, yeah, one of our best commanders. So, you've beaten the Pope before. Have fun doing it again. Also, when it says 11,000... Can't help but notice the Pope is, yeah, 4,600. Then Romaine has about 2,000. I think the other group might not actually be hostile to me, but whatever. I mean, just in case this is trouble, you guys just push in here as fast as you can, please. Thank you. And, okay, I can also, instruct my generals to be better. So yes, siege warfare, get everyone you can being a siege leader, and is this battle actually underway? Yeah, you guys just get in over here, provide reinforcements, just on the off chance. Then again, it's... Don't bother, it's 17,000 versus 5,000. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure why the Pope even did this. He hasn't even set commanders. There's no commanders to duel. I've got no one to duel. Why can't I duel? I brought tragedy all this flipping way and now there's nobody to fight. Oh, and here's a sad one. My wife passed away. She was only 23, but she just died of pneumonia. Meanwhile, I'm 58 and doing just fine. Okay, so I'm single and ready to mingle once again. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've got enough children, though yes, there's a bit of imbalance because plenty of the sons have died and the daughters haven't. So, what we should do, as sooner or later I'm gonna get old and start losing some stat points, is just basically go for the most competent person we can find. Don't worry about children, just look for someone who can contribute the best possible stats to the Empire. Here we go. Why is it always the Russians? Right, another Russian who I'm going to be involved in a platonic relationship with. She can basically just, yeah, help me manage the Empire. She'll be great at it. Okay, never mind. She's pregnant immediately. I am just a flipping machine. Okay, we've got eyes on Italy at the minute, and they've got themselves, yeah, a fairly large amount of troops they've pulled together from all over the shop. Where are they actually planning to go right now? They're moving over into here. This is plains. The moment they hit this territory, in fact, the moment they're locked, we should just basically bring all our troops in for a ridiculous, massive smashing, because that would actually work pretty bloody well. They'll be trapped in the plains. Okay, so they're all going to be locked on the 29th. Wait for them to be locked. Okay, they are now locked. They can't stop moving into these plains. Well, congratulations, you stupid massive losers, because now you're going to be absolutely destroyed from multiple sides. And you just finish off that. You've done a good job over there. That's absolutely a-okay. Well done. And then, yeah, we probably want to... We want to have you moving in over here. That's absolutely fine. There's going to be, yeah, river crossing, but that's not much at all. You're basically done, aren't you? Okay, we can finish that off in a second. So that means, yeah, 27,000 troops versus these troops. That's going to be absolutely a-okay. You're just dealing with that at the minute. You're done over You're done over here, aren't you? Yes, you come over here and finish off that business in that case, while we just deal with the armies of Italy. Good. This should be Italy well and truly dealt with. They cannot possibly get in fast enough at this point. And how are we fighting over there? I don't know how we're fighting over there, but we are. And looks like this battle's going, yes, very, very well indeed. They briefly fought back a tiny bit, but they're just being trash. This is the French army right here. And I don't even get a duel. Come on, guys. This is the only reason I come out and do these things. And even better, I've just destroyed Italy's army, but they never put down the Lollard Uprising. Well, this is all marvellously good news. And the first of the new cities in Rome, replacing the old Catholic temples we burnt down, is ready. So, naturally, following on from the tradition of Zeta itself, the first city shall be called Polyphemus, because of course we honour our ancestors first, but yeah, how about we also just have ourselves one more city, that one can be Hermes. Okay, it is another daughter to add to the pile, so okay, we've got a Romula, let's have a Rima. Doesn't bode well for their future relations, but whatever. Okay, news from Africa. Yeah, that king died aged 72, but he did an excellent job converting these people. Is his successor... The successor is also Hellenic. Good. It's not immediately worn off. And on top of that, Hellenism appears to be very, very well present among the population. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, but here's fun. There's special events for building a wonder. So the beautiful garden we're constructing, we found a door for a closed chamber. Probably an ancient tomb. Yeah, be careful. Alright, let's not die wandering into an ancient tomb. That would be fairly ironic, all things considered. So there was just a pile of treasure in here. I can demand I get it for 100 gold, but I might lose charitable. Or, no, we shall share the wealth around. The workers shall have a big payday too. Hooray for them. Okay, just having a little loosey-roundy. It feels to me like Italy is pretty on fire, including territories I've literally caused to cease to exist due to excessive looting. So, okay, guys, you're now safe to head home anytime you're ready, please. Sadly, the boat only contains 700 gold, but I guess that's better than nothing. And here we go, the hospital's doing pretty well over here, so yeah, library. Let's get some cultural tech points coming in, as many as we can, as quick as we can. We need to get the tech in Rome sorted out, because it's pretty dreadful. And as we prepare for possibly the last Great War of Hermes, yeah, Temple of Ares, personal combat skill, martial up, beautiful. Okay, all troops have stood down. This is all absolutely marvellous. Not sure where the Pope's got this many troops from, but whatever. Because yes, this territory is very much on fire too. This is all good. This is all excellent news. So. Oh, you're a new king. I recognise you. Also, hang on. Speaking of beards, I wasn't speaking of beards, but I was looking at beards. Hermes, you, my friend, have most definitely 100% earned the double beards. Congratulations on your magnificent achievement. So yes indeed, before I get distracted, I could of course, yes, invade or imperial reconquest, but no, that's at the Dutch level. Boring as anything. The invasion of Italy. So yes, I can just take everything that is de jure Italy if I win. Now I can also take anything else that's occupied as well, so if I were to go up here and occupy all of this, I would get it. But, to be honest, I don't think that's necessarily the most wise thing to do. Just because, yeah, that would actually take time. The best thing we can do is precisely what we did with Carthage. Get in there, blitz the territories we just pre-invaded, and as a result of that, we should absolutely flipping destroy them before anyone has a chance to counter-mobilise. So, same trick as we've done before here, mercenaries. We're just going to hire basically every mercenary that's available in the entire world, by which I mean there's not many of them, to be perfectly honest. There's about 14,000. There's a handful more. Yep, welcome aboard. Anybody else? Yep, you know what? You guys, you can also come along. Those are the cheapest mercenaries in the world. It's 14 guys, but welcome, welcome, welcome. And they're just going to move straight on in. Everybody together, please. Excellent. So you guys just get over here and start tearing down Italy. Because it's going to be very easy to push your way in. Let's just say that. So you guys just get over there. Start working on that immediately. So there's 14,000 guys straight away. Now, I can't deny, the Imperial retinue probably should have headed to Rome, you know, before now. Would have been useful if it was already there, not gonna deny. But that's fine. Everything's under control. I can call up some troops immediately. So, yep, forces of Trebizond, it's naff all, but fine, whatever. This territory is basically not guarded right now, so I'm not actually going to have Hermes himself present just yet. But you guys getting over there. The mercenaries are going to deal with this nonsense. So that's, yeah, the forces of Sicily and Trebizond. Sicily a bit weak from the recent raiding. That's why they're not looking so hot right now. And there appears to be a revolt in Epirus right now. Guys, settle the flip down. Right, forces of Aquitaine. Meanwhile, you just move over here and start to work on all of this business. The forces of France should be nice and close behind you. Yeah, that's a good army. That's a good army right there. That army's not going to run into any trouble. I'm going to say no trouble. The problem with that army is where the bloody hell is it going to... Where's it going to stand? Okay, you guys just go over there. It'll be fine. And when I say go over there, like... Go over there via the coast so you don't cause attrition for this army. Right, local troops of Rome, meanwhile, you guys stand up. I'm actually paying for troops. These are my own lads. This is downright weird. You guys just getting over there. We're just going to try and, yeah, make this happen so fast nobody can organise a response. You know what? Screw it. Just for once, my own troops can actually rise and get involved here. But, yeah, this shouldn't be... too difficult. Just slow down time a bit because, yeah, there's going to be a lot to keep my eyes on. And, okay, you want a favour. You're not on the council, so whatever, sure. And we get ourselves 20% morale off a giant bull. That never flippin' hurts. Okay, all troops present. The Italian army just decided to stand up right there. Bad call for them. They've got, like, no morale at the minute. So... you guys are coming into... yeah, you guys are splitting up right now. That's all absolutely fine. We'll be able to deal with a decent part of the Italian army momentarily. You guys are looping around at the minute. The mercenaries are coming in sooner rather than later. Come on, guys. Whenever you're flipping ready here. Yeah, you guys are now just heading in over there. Oh, we missed our chance. We could have caught those guys where they were low morale. That's fine. There's only like 5,000 troops in this whole area. There's 4,000 from Germany. Nobody's really got that much at the minute. So this is not too much of a problem. And, oh dear, someone's been putting gold in her own pocket. Right, you are fired because honestly there's like so many qualified people who love me. So, yes, you shall be the new guy instead. Please go and like convert people somewhere. The problem's going to be, yes, that first barrier. 5.0 and 5.5, that's too dangerous to push through already. But once we get through it, we'll be able to just auto-resolve against everything in a matter of seconds. And we've significantly weakened the army already. You guys were just beaten by somebody. Don't 100% know who while you're trying to come through the mountains. But honestly, if you want to come over here, you'll be doing me a favour regardless. So that's absolutely a-okay. We got more reinforcements piling in. You're coming up on Rome. Now, you guys, that's my main army. You guys just start moving forward too. That should be plenty to push this into happening. And when I say plenty, you guys have regrown your troops annoyingly fast. Okay, keep your eye out here, because they're going to try and pull together. So, Remain 6,000, Papacy 4,000, another 3,000 coming from Germany. Those are going to be the biggest local contributors. So, don't worry about any of this nonsense. That's all absolutely a-okay. Do keep an eye on anything going on over here. No major sign of any Islamic problems yet. Though actually, Thrace is just taking the fight to those guys by themselves, so good, that'll keep them distracted. And Anatolia's doing the same thing. Okay, well done, guys. You're going to keep those guys very busy. Technically, we are at war with the pagans on this occasion, because we're at, like, yeah, 98% threat, but they're not going to be able to do anything meaningful to me at all. Okay, at this point, we start just pushing the mercenaries straight over a cliff, because this is what they're there for, so there's 1%. And then there's another bloody 5.5 right there. Okay. Yeah, I forgot this place was relatively well guarded. Yeah, you really don't want to be attempting assaults, even against 1,000 men, and a 5.5, that'll drain your army like nobody's business. Then again, that's kind of the point. How bad is this going to be? Actually, that's not bad at all. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Just get in there. Yeah, that's 15%. And then keep on keeping on. Right, there's 37 men. Oh, look, we took all of that region. Right, now move up over here. Not you guys. You stay precisely where you are, please. Okay, how would you guys do? Because I suspect it wouldn't be that good. But yeah, we're up to 22% already. This is why we need to do precisely what we're doing. There's a handful of guys here. Forces of... No, Cornwall! How could you betray me like this? Dear oh flippin' dear. Right, you guys also get to Rome. Some of them are trying to actually ship directly to the capital. My retinues can take care of them. There's also Corinthia just chilling out, doing their own thing over there. And Venice is trying to defend against the Pope. They're going to lose, but well done. Okay, how are you guys doing? Are you good enough to... Oh, just look at that. Just don't try it. You can, because you've got a siege leader. So that's fine, because Hermes is brilliant at his job. So you can just do that. There's just a small number of sieges going on here. Against a 2.1, you can just push in and 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep pushing in, please. That's fine. Against a 2.5, that's a-okay, then a 3.5. Okay, we're starting to win some sieges. We're up to 31% right there. Someone's planning to come and attack me, apparently. Does anyone know who that... Oh! Hello, you guys are taking on some... Right, sorry, should have been paying more attention to that. You go and intercept these guys and just basically destroy them. How are you guys doing? That's a 5.5. You're almost through. You know what? Just push them over the line, please. Oh, bloody hell. This is why you don't push them over the line. Seriously, that was ridiculous. Okay, chase them down. Retinues, chase them down, please. You should be able to capture those guys. And, yeah, they will be well destroyed. They're good. Good. Somebody's coming to attack these guys. Don't know who. Venice is doing its own thing against Romaine. Doesn't involve me in the slightest. You're now through that. So, in a handful of days, you can just push straight through. That's a 3.5. You know what? Do it. You've got a competent siege leader. Just push straight through. Great. Well done. 44%. And you just push through there as well. So 1.6. That hurts a lot for a 1.6, actually. Okay, where are their main forces at the minute? And, well, we're kicking these guys' asses, and that counts as a battle. So that's important. That's a 5.5. How bad is that going to be? Oh, that's too bad. Stop doing that. And whoever Pulcheria of Zeta is, we're just going to completely ignore her. So, okay, yes, you might gain indolence in either case, so screw it. There we go. Unfortunately, she's indolent. Okay, the army of England's about to come ashore into Rome. I don't know how much they've got, but just for safety, we're going to give them a handful of commanders over in this force, just to help deal with them. These guys have got no commanders whatsoever, but they've just got overwhelming manpower. That's absolutely fine. If I gave you... You've already got good commanders, actually. I'm guessing none of you are siege leaders. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine, but which, I mean, this is a bit slower than I wanted it to be. Okay, also there's a fairly major army starting to pull together over here. That's plains. Are you already locked and moving into... Yes, you're already locked and moving into Milan. Okay, so going to arrive on the 29th. You guys, pull together some decent forces. Go and intercept. They don't seem to have many reinforcements around. So yeah, head over there and just intercept them. There's a small river crossing. It barely even matters. You've already taken down this business. Good. Also, there's 3,000 troops right here. So you guys just head up north and intercept all of that. You're going to hit these guys, but nobody else apparently. There's also, yes, some forces of... I don't know. Okay, Moldavia taking on Tyrol, who technically work for me, but aren't really supposed to be involved, but are sort of getting involved. And Aphrodesia is planning to... I swear he was the guy who educated you and did a good job, so no. Please stop trying to kill him. Okay, we're through the initial over here, and almost through the initial over here. So now you guys can just take that. That's 62%. This is core territory. This is actual core territory we're supposed to be able to push through. So if we take all of this, this is going to be worth a lot. That's... no, just wait. Just wait it out. There's the German forces. You're trying to win against Moldavia. We've distracted the Pope. This fight over here is going very, very well indeed. And actually, there's a king guarding this. Come on, let's capture him. Let's flip and have him, please. And... can we duel him? I'd like to kill a king. No, tragically not. Okay, how are you guys doing, by the way? Against a 2.0, just knock him straight down, please. I'm pretty sure that's core territory. 68%. And... okay, this force is now taking on a 10,000 and another 5,000 coming in. And another, another everything's coming in. Okay, that's a bit of a concern because my actual king is there. Deploy reinforcements in that direction, please. Deploy reinforcements. What else do we have? There's Romaine. This is starting to get a little bit out of hand, actually. You're taking on some forces of Germany right now. You, meanwhile, are... okay, push through that. It's time to send in everything else. You're winning against the English invaders, which is marvellous. Yeah, it's time to deploy the retinues to basically just force this to a conclusion. Ideally, like, now. So, yeah, you've now pushed through that, and in a couple of weeks you'll be ready to do the rest. You just need to just push through. Okay, seriously, whatever the cost, just... ouch, that really hurt. 3 days, and you're just creating Transylvania again, because why wouldn't you? Okay, push through that. 89%, yeah, just make it happen. Before that battle's even over, I want this to be done, please. Okay, because we might be able to force a peace before we lose the battle, which would be good, because we're winning right now, but my forces, I think it's just me. This is now Hermes himself just taking on these guys, but... did you just win against literally... I think they just won against literally everybody. So, okay, well done. Well done to everybody there. 93%. 3 more days till we can push here. You can push there. That's a 2.5. You can push there. That's a 2.5. This is core territory. That should be enough for the win. And in 3 days, you're just going to push however it takes. And 97%. Push in. 97%. And... okay, bizarre and repulsive evidence. I enjoy bizarre and repulsive evidence. Lovely, tell me more. Okay, you know what? Keep it to myself and, like, look at it in my private moments. How are we doing over here? You are doing spectacularly well. Well done. Okay, what about this force? Yes, there's 97 guys guarding that area. Still 97%. 3 days. Okay, send the main force of retinues forward, please. And 3, 2, 1. We seem to be just stuck at 97%. Why are we stuck at 97%? Don't know why we're stuck at 97%. Just take more territory. Okay. Yep, we're just pushing further and further in. That's a 2.5 you can push in 9 days. Over here, that's, wow, that's like nothing. So you get in over there. That's magnificent. Okay. 100%! Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Also... well, the flip done to these guys, who just won a hell of a battle that I kind of assumed you were going to lose, but, no, it actually went very well, so well done to you bastards. Though there wasn't a single duel, that was sad. I enjoyed duels. Okay, you know what? That's good enough. That's absolutely fine. 100%, and I imagine by now, some of the Islamic factions are probably starting to, sniff around. Actually, no. So, okay, we've taken on the entire world, like, literally, including the pagans on this occasion. So, I'll just be, enforcing my demands at this point, actually. And there we go. I'll just be having, Italy, thanks. Now that's better. That's a Roman Empire. Also, here's a problem I've literally never run into before. I've got too many vassals. And yeah, the problem we've got now, unfortunately, is invasion doesn't mean this all belongs to me. Invasion means, yeah, the existing vassals have just started working for me. So, yeah, at this point we have got ourselves, hang on, you work for Romaine, but say, yeah, we've got this guy over here. the Count of Parma. He just reports into me now, as does the Count of Cremona. This territory over here I took for some reason. I'm not sure why I took this territory, but not this territory. But, okay, could I create, like, you know, a big title here? I could create the Duchy of Transylvania. You know what? I'm just going to create it, so you stop creating it. Okay, sifting through this mess is going to be difficult. Venice. By any chance, would you like Verona? Ah, here's someone who could do with a bit of elevation. So, Evangelos of my house, 14 years old right now. Okay, my lad, how would you like to govern, like, large parts of Italy? And then we'll just create the Duchy of Pisa, so you can have that too, actually. Not as a viceroyalty for some reason. And, okay, for some reason I can't... Okay, you know what? You could just have that, whatever. It's literally just a duchy. Have fun with it. Okay, so Pisa belongs to a distant relative of mine. That's absolutely fine. Most of northern Italy I've just handed over to Venice because they are rich and they basically pay for pretty much all of my wars. If we go over to my vassals here and then look at tax, yeah, Venice being rich, that works for me. So you guys can have the really rich territories of northern Italy. That's gonna work just fine. That just leaves one big old chunk of land right here, and I think I know who deserves the rewards more than basically anybody else, and that's Neophytus, who is not only my marshal, but was also the educator of Aphrodesia. So, you, my good man, you, I would say, most definitely deserve to retire in northern Italy on a really, really damn big farm. There we go, and with that, the new empire has been rationalized. Just look at that. Just look at that. Oh, Hermes, you should be so proud. Okay, there's some mopping up to do with Romaine. That's true. That is 100% true, but that's fine. It's all fine. You've done a beautiful, beautiful job. Look at your prestige, 25,000. You've ruled for such a long time as well. Oh, Hermes. I wasn't expecting that much from you, to be honest, but you've really bloody outdone yourself. Okay, something's gone a bit wrong here. For some reason, Orpheus just became the heir. Hang on, did my bribery wear off by any chance? No, we just need to do more bribery, because for some reason, Ognon of Alania is now the actual prime candidate for... Okay, you know what, he's not terrible. I can understand why you might vote for him. That's not to say I'm not going to, you know, bribe you to make sure you don't, but I can see why you would. Also, not sure precisely how this happens, but she's become a renowned duelist, giving her bonus sex appeal. Very, very nice indeed. Right, let's also make her even better, please, using my special abilities from Hellenism. So, diplomacy or stewardship, or learning. Yeah, I literally can't make her better at fighting, because she's better at fighting than I am already. So, wouldn't hurt for a bit more diplomacy. No, stewardship instead. You know what? 11's not bad as a starting point. And here we go. It's only a small one, but people are starting to, you know, pay attention to Hellenism again. So yeah, that's all absolutely fine. But the big one would be, it would be Estonia. Estonia is Slavic right now, and their moral authority's looking okay. But they'd be the big catch. If we could create Hellenic Estonia as a mirror to Hellenic Africa. By the way, how's that going? Pretty much the same as it was, but, you know, looks pretty well bedded in. Yeah, now that'd be nice, because up over here there's a lot of Hellenism from some previous work we did, but Estonia, that'd be the crown jewel, the cherry on top. Okay, the possessed by Satan thing might be getting a bit more serious, because yes, now I apparently enjoy dressing up as wild men, chaining myself to other people, and yes, in general, being on fire, which is a bit of a problem. So, the best bet I've got is potentially being saved. I could be maimed and severely injured, or 70% wounded, or that guy likes me. I mean, I guess, well, no, I was wounded regardless. That's probably a concern, actually. The age of 61, being wounded is not what you want to be. Oh, yeah, it's getting worse. It's getting sufficiently worse. The text box is unfortunately broken. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to be cursing the gods there, and now I'm infected. And 62 as well. That's not good. Oh, but I'm so glad he lived long enough to see this. The first stage of the Great Gardens is complete, giving me bonus disease resistance, bonus monthly prestige, and now we can start adding things to it, like the Fountain of Cocky Youth, apparently. No, only mystics can do that, because, it's not actually the Fountain of Youth. But I'm guessing, believing that you're drinking from the Fountain of Youth. That's good in its own way. And these gardens shall be renamed the Garden of Hermes, in honour of the man who built them. And yeah, there's a load of stuff we can actually build here. Plenty of this is good for plots, so actually health. Herb garden, yeah, go on. Bonus health for everybody, that sounds like a good idea. Ah, here's fun. Apparently I could just recreate the Kingdom of Burgundy. Now that is good, because whoever has that would have the right to keep attacking Italy over and over again. Forever. Yeah, we'll be doing some of that. Okay, this is about to create a complete flipping mess, but the problem is there's no massive power holder within this area. The best thing we could do would be, ooh, hang the flip on here. Yes, there is. Alright, Ivrea. I know technically you haven't even been made a duke yet, but how would you feel about being the king of New Burgundy? Ah, the problem is though, yes, he wouldn't actually gain much in the way of territory, because all of this is owned by different people, so that would... You know what? It's fine. You've got a fairly large number of troops. Use this as a springboard to go and take out the rest of Italy. Oh, and well done to Thrace and Anatolia, who are starting to do the mop-up that I never actually, bothered to do. So Asia Minor is slowly being painted purple as well. And I don't think any of us can be too surprised to hear that, yes, indeed, Hermes, from his wounds, from infection, from stress, from everything, has passed on. But bloody hell, can we even do this man justice? The life that he led, he fought the entire world, multiple times over, and not just sitting back as some of his predecessors did, his predecessors who were great administrators, but not so spectacular on the old war front. Oh no. No. He was on the front flipping line. He was a duelist with a mighty axe in his hand. He decided that he wanted to model himself after Peyron, and he did it. He recreated the Roman Empire. He was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. The Glorious sums it up. But a new age calls for new leadership. We needed a natural military leader because, sure, he came into his own as time went by, but he only had a base of 5 in Marshall, and storm clouds gather on the horizon. The Mongols are starting to come in this direction. It will not be long before potentially they start reaching, Alania and Armenia. Because plenty of this territory is, really, really damn big. It's not actually that many hops, skips and jumps from there to there. So, they're on their way. We need a new leader, and my second daughter, Aphrodesia, has stepped the flip up. Our first empress, and in fact, actually, the very first succession of the new Roman Empire is to an empress, and let us say, one a hell of a flipping empress. And of course, immediately, we shall be committing Hermes to the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, a ridiculous, ludicrously lavish ceremony. Everybody's gotta love that. Everybody loved him. Here we go. The game awards me the title Augusta. Should probably be Augusta, but then Augusta's a separate title for my wife. Okay, I might need to get a wife, or possibly my husband's gonna be the Augusta. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Still, that gets me a beautiful, beautiful reef right there, together with all of the other bits and pieces. And yes, indeed, Marshall jumps straight up to 30, because... What do you mean immortal? She's immortal? Are we 100% sure she's immortal? Also, she's secretly Catholic! Wait, what? Okay, blimey, you've been playing the long game. We just accidentally made a Catholic the Pontifex Maximus. But no, now she has ascended, she has seen the flipping light. So, actually, screw you, she's about to go down to... Can she even do that? Do we have to wait until you've got Actually, I've just got 1,000 prestige. And I gain piety for doing this. So, okay, back down to no prestige whatsoever. Great, now you're Hellenic, like, properly. Though I've just realised one downside. We can't give her a double beard. Okay, can we give her, like, a double braid or something? Anything that's vaguely double. Okay, it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that's a double braid at the back, so we'll go for that. Also, the capital just sort of moved to Raskia because Rome moved over to Orpheus because he had to have a title in order to inherit the Kingdom of Serbia. Okay, so why Raskia? Why not Zeta? Okay, fine, so that's not going to be a thing. No, no, no. Rome needs to be the capital, so I get that. I appreciate that means I'm now over capacity. What else do I have, by the way? I think I just need to... Yeah, I just need to give away Carthage. That's fine. Right, Helias, you can also have Carthage. I didn't really need it for anything. Also, I appear to have, missed a memo here. But, why do I run Italy? Like, we were just kicking their ass a second ago, but why do I... Hang on. Okay, everyone's just started surrendering to Aphrodesia because she's too terrifying and no one actually wants to fight her. Okay, Italy was conquered in a holy war by this woman. Then there was an inheritance. And then after that, someone was installed by faction demand. And now he works for me. I genuinely don't know how that happened. But somehow we just run Italy now. So that's good. Ah, slight problem though. I'm guessing, yes, you sort of hate Neophytus from the time he was your teacher. He was a very good teacher, but yes, you kind of hate each other as a result of that. So, okay, maybe he was a bit of a mean teacher too. Alright, how about we just sort of replace him with somebody else who's, like, nearly as good, but, like, you know, will more reliably vote for me. Also, I think I just accidentally destroyed the Kingdom of Serbia. Sorry about that. We'll just be recreating that now. Another thing I don't 100% understand is, yes, I appear to have lost Constantinople to the Queen of Thrace. And I can't claim it back anymore because, yeah, now Rome is the capital of Rome rather than Constantinople being the capital of the Byzantine Empire. So, okay, we've just lost Constantinople, which is a bit of a shame. Still, that'll be nice for Thrace, help them expand down over here. And this'll do, I can start stealing some stuff over here. So the Duchy of Carthage will be having some of that. And I would say old Dionysius, who is pretty decent, can actually have that. So go on, my friend. You may actually have yourself the Duchy of Carthage and all associated territories. Though yes, I do need to rationalise the empire a bit because my vassal limit is actually a bit lower. And because I'm at max centralisation, the number of vassals is lower than it should be otherwise. Part of the problem is just too many cities. Like, there's a lot of just tiny, tiny cities floating around. Though given it says vassals 60 here, I'm not sure whether... Why does that say 60, but that's a 31? Maybe some things don't count. I'm not sure what does or doesn't count. I mean, if I go to about halfway down... Okay, maybe, yes, cities don't count, but in which case I need to... Yeah, I need to shuffle off a whole bunch of counts to somebody else. There we go. We have honoured the dead, and I'm going to guess everybody flipping loves that. Let's just do a very quick count of the important vassals here. So, yep, lots of green, lots of green. You're not thrilled about me for some reason. And, oh no, Scorpio versus Taurus. Oh dear. Plus, of course, yes, actually, Anatolia is one of the very few remaining feudal territories, and she's not thrilled about the increasing number of vice-royalties. Still, she'll come around. For the most part, this looks very positive. Okay, handful of people have just been handed over to who they should be handed over to. So Adana goes to Anatolia, a couple of cities over here go over to Dalmatia, as Croatia is now referred to. Okay, so yes, we're now well under the vassal limit, and also under the domain size for the moment too, because yeah, I had an extra city I needed to get rid of. So, okay, everything now makes sense. Antioch, what are you doing down there? Oh, they're just invading Syria, that's fine. I mean, they'll probably fail, but I'm not going to stand in the way, because it does keep the Abbasids busy. Okay, so I've inherited myself an ambition and marry a ruler. So, yeah, the ambitious Pontifex Maxima Aphrodesia thinks marrying a ruler would be an excellent way to climb the social ladder. I'm gonna be honest, Aphrodesia, there ain't much ladder above you, but okay. You know, I'm surprised there aren't more people just ready to throw themselves at her, to be honest. But then again, maybe it's not a great singles market right now. And I'm seeing a lot of kids. No, I'm already 26. I need to start producing some children, potentially. Just one. One would do the job, but yeah, not an immediately spectacular collection, to be honest. Plus, of course, it does need to be matrilineal. So, okay, what we need is a spectacular warrior. Aphrodesia would not marry anybody who was not an amazing warrior. Oh, here we go. The current Marshal of the Holy Order, the Myrmidons. So, this guy is, yes, a brilliant strategist, a hunter, diligent, bit shy, but that's fine. You wouldn't want anyone trying to take the limelight from Aphrodesia. She's just, you know, the centre of every room, that's fine. Temperate, bit on the paranoid side, but that does help keep us alive. So, that's a good old selection of stats. You, my lad, I need you to come to my court, please. And for the time being, yes, my brother Dionysius is the heir apparent, so that's reasonable. Alright, he was never terrible. If I were to die young, the Empire would be broadly safe in his hands. Also, I've been kicked out of the Society of Jesus, which I didn't realise I was in. But, yeah, I'm not allowed in the Society of Jesus anymore, because I became the Pope of Zeus and the leader of the world's pagan superpower. So I'm gonna be honest, it's a fair cop. And Arsenios arrives, so here we flipping go. One matrilineal marriage to you, my good man. Though I'm gonna be honest, if someone better shows up down the line, we might just pay him off, shove him off wherever it is he came from, get ourselves a new, more sexy husband. But he'll do for the time being. Are we gonna, like, get him a crown, by the way? Should we get him... Never mind, he doesn't need a crown. I'm sure he's happy the way he is. Okay, money's a bit low at the minute because, yes, we've had some very expensive wars. So let's just build up a war chest as a priority. That's a good starting point. And State Marshal of 60. Not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, yeah, my personal domain troops have gone up to 16,000. Vassals now up to almost 100,000. Lovely. And only one person demanding a seat on the council, the proconsul of Aquitania. So, yeah, come aboard. You become a pragmatist. France is still, yeah, troubled. Despite liking me plus 98, for some reason, he's still going to be a flipping negative Nelly on the council. And yes, indeed, let's start off with a little bit of family here. Wouldn't hurt to get out a quick son, just so, you know, we keep things on the same line. But honestly, if my brother wants to take over down the line, I'm pretty cool with that. That's all absolutely a-okay. But, yeah, let's try and make this happen at the bare minimum. Just nice and fast here. But I need to build up a little bit of prestige. Now, that's going to take no time whatsoever. Prestige just floods in when you're the Pope and Emperor. But, yeah, there's one more thing we need to do because she's looking pretty good, but this isn't even her final form. Oh, and a couple of small problems have just shown up today, so... Orthodox uprising. Oh, guys, you have picked the wrong flipping day and the wrong flipping bit of the country, actually, because, yeah, would you believe Aphrodesia is pretty bloody keen to test out her new armor, her new axe. She is going in with tragedy in one hand, the axe of Payrun in the other. We can't actually prove that, but in my head, she's definitely doing that. She is dual flipping wielding. That's totally a skill you unlock at Martial 30. That's fine. Oh, and who would have thought it? Little Evangelos, who actually made the Tribune of Pisa, has actually turned out to be pretty bloody good. So, welcome aboard. We'll have the whole family with us here. In fact, spot on. Dionysius, you can come along too. And also Neophytus, who absolutely despises me, but screw it, you're going to be helping me out regardless. Oh, we've got a good selection of commanders here. This is a good bunch. Evangelos on one flank, Dionysius on the other, Aphrodesia right in the middle. Love it. And here we go, the first ever... Oh, did you just see that? Did you flipping see that? Did you just see how their central flank just flipping collapsed in like a split second? The flanks are still desperately trying to catch up. They can't keep up with Aphrodesia. She's too powerful. Oh, but here's nice. Apparently there's some disgusting, filthy, sexy evidence against the guy who I absolutely despise. So, yes, spot on. You, sir, are a deviant in some sort of a way. Meaning I might well arrest you at some point, I'm not sure. So, that's one nice victory for me. But someone else has got it into their head it's a good idea to rise up against me right now. And guys, seriously, it isn't. Also, my friends the French are just beating up the Pope right now. What are you guys doing again? I can't remember what you're actually doing. Oh, nothing whatsoever. They're just raiding the Pope for loot. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, no need for such overwhelming numbers as, like, 20,000 versus 4,000 or anything. Let's just move in and see how we do, in a more normal battle. And once again, oh, just look at that. Look at that. She just destroys the center. I haven't seen devastation like this since Peyron himself. Peyron has returned to us. All hail Aphrodesia, Peyron reborn. Time to demonstrate what happens if you mess with Aphrodesia. You are going to be, yep, hanged. And you are going to be also hanged. Okay, maybe she's not the most imaginative person in the world, but you get the points. And time to dedicate a temple. Let's go for Zeus himself, the king of the gods. That's a good starting point. Ah, this is nice. Arsenios, my husband, is eligible to be marshal, of course. And he's actually the most qualified person. Okay, husband, this is a very useful thing that you could go and do for me. Okay? Just go to Zeta, train the troops, please. Thank you. Also, I appreciate the fact that we got him a nice hat, but, like, not the nicest hats. Okay, the council should be in a good place to do whatever I want, so I can't help but notice the economy's looking a bit, squiffy. I don't know why the income is so low at the minute. It seems to have gone down significantly. Now, I'll admit, obviously, I own less territory than I used to, but I'm still surprised. Maybe Constantinople is generating ridiculous amounts of money. Okay, we need to make some changes here. In particular, yeah, Venice, you're gonna need to pay more money, please. Like, quite a lot more money, as it turns out. So, yeah, everyone should be willing to pass that one. So, more money from all my cities, please. And no favours. There we go. That's now been approved. So, yeah, the nobles are providing the levies, and the cities are providing more and more and more money. But on the other hand, money remains weirdly low for the minute. I could do with a bit of an injection of it, and she's not on the council. Okay, if you're not on the council, that's reasonable. And also, because she's a queen, she can't ask to be put on the council, because she's just not allowed. Actually, she might be allowed to go in Spymaster. No, just in case I'm saying no. Basically, no favours. However, a very important thing has just happened, which is I have been planning this for literally, I think, about 2 centuries of in-game time, but it kept not happening. We kept having the wrong person being emperor. What I didn't realise is the right emperor would actually be an empress all along, because we finally got somebody who's got a martial education, who's got themselves a really, really high martial stat, who has got themselves prestige, who has got themselves money. And that means when I say Peyron reborn, there's one very important way I mean that literally. Once upon a time, Peyron was made mighty by the warriors of Peyron, a society he joined, a brilliant society. The warrior lodges are perhaps the best societies in the game, but we haven't had one here in the Roman Empire. We had the Stoics, we created the Myrmidons, but we never had a warrior lodge. Until today, the Olympian champions train hard and maintain an expert physique, not only for the purpose of battle, but for games and sport. Participating is prestigious, and the most skillful of their community are adored by everybody, commoner and noble alike. But to found it, you have to have a martial education, you have to be higher than Duke, you have to have martial of 15, you've got to have prestige, you've got to have money. Nobody's done it. I think anybody else could have done it, but nobody did. And now, finally, the warrior society is back. And because I created this society, that means I get to be the leader of it immediately. I skip straight up to the final rank. She is not just the Empress. She is not just the Pope. She is a heroine. And that means she gets herself immediately Martial +3, monthly Prestige +1, which is huge, absolutely massive, and Personal Combat Skill +15. Together with all the old beautiful benefits that you might remember from Peyron's time. We have got ourselves military aspects, Call to Glory, indomitable, so I can't actually die in battle anymore, so I can just throw myself into any battle of my choosing, which is brilliant. I can unlock special battle tactics for my characters, receive reinforcements from the warrior lodge, which is great. So yep, I can instantly refill a garrison if I need to. I can do war sacrificing, sacrificing wealth and blood to the divine patrons in exchange for prowess in battle, which is marvelous. Reaver, I've missed Reaver so damn much. So yeah, I can actually now capture enemy commanders much more reliably and loot artifacts too, so maybe we'll find the key to that damn box that's been bugging me. Summon a lodge commander, though I'm guessing the commander won't actually be allowed to be a commander because of the rules of the Roman Empire, because yeah, you have to be a duke or above to be a commander, but what can you do? And yeah, special commander trait too. How is that different from military aspects? I can't remember. But yes, obviously we can duel. I can actually make, yeah, my various daughters shield maidens now. So at this point, daughters who are capable fighters will actually have a purpose. Though actually, if they're shield maidens, can they be commanders? I don't know. We'll need to look into that. But yeah, whole bunch of new events on the field of battle too. So basically, I'm the best now. I think I'm wearing a nice. Oh, I'm wearing a nice tunic. Okay, so here we go. Warrior training, so I might gain a command trait to reflect this. Or, alternatively, yes, I can choose to focus on a specific military aspect of a warrior's life. And that gives me a lifestyle trait. I've already got 100. Wow. Okay, so basically I just murder anyone in front of me, which is spectacular. But, we could do better yet. So, the big one, the actual aspect, these can be very powerful. So, Duelist is, wow, that's Martial +3 immediately. Another 30 to personal combat skills, that'll be up to 130. The woman's only 27, damn it! And then alternatively, we got Strategist, that is Defense up, that is Stewardship up +1 as well, which is not bad. Then we've got Hunter. So, Pursuit, better when you're pursuing people down. Honestly, she'll be doing a lot of that. Martial is still +2. Diplomacy, +1. That's not bad at all. Admittedly, personal combat skill doesn't go up as much. But then again, it doesn't need to. She's already ridiculously powerful. She's already going to be one of the best duelists in the world. So that's A-okay. I feel like Hunter's the right way to go. And also, I believe my husband is a hunter. So we can go out hunting together. It'll be lovely. And there we go. All this talk of hunting has presumably meant, yes, I've now fallen in love with my husband properly. And apparently while I'm doing a bit of hunting, I can either pick up, yeah, for the next, wow, decade, Intrigue +1 or Learning +1. Let's go for Intrigue, just to make sure I'm safe. I assume I'm going for a little hunting event before I officially become a hunter. And there we go. I do a bit of hunting and officially become the Hunter, though that will probably update to something more significant. So that boosts my, wow, my personal march is now up to 35, so Hero gives me +3 right over there. What's Immortal? Oh, Immortal's the armor! That's what I called the armor. She's not immortal, she's just wearing armor that's called Immortal. Yes, that makes sense. And then, yes, of course, Commander trait as well, because at the moment I'm a cavalry leader, which is fine, but we can do better. Okay, I don't get a pick here, I just get one assigned, and apparently my commander ability is I enjoy singing. So I go into battle singing and the troops like it, so actually that's movement speed +10%. That's huge! That's ridiculous. So I'm just going around singing possibly the Aeneid, so this is, wow, movement speed 10%, that is huge. Being able to move faster than anybody else, that's massive. Bear in mind, Organizer was how Payron won the war for Serbia back in the day. And the number of troops just keeps going up and up and up as well. Flipping love it. Up to 139,000 troops we can now field. Oh, Aphrodesia, you are doing spectacularly well. Okay, just one thing to keep an eye on here. Obviously, yeah, we've got ourselves a discontent council and thus factions for a bit. And a few people are agitating for independence. But, yeah, the biggest problem seems to be Neophytus, my rival, my old school teacher, the man who was very mean to me while trying to teach me maths. And I think now there's only one sensible way to settle this like adults. And that's an axe fight. Unfortunately, he's now so old, some characters would consider this in bad taste. Okay. Okay. But, like, we could arrest him for his deviancy, right? I'm gonna be honest, when Hermes gave this guy, you know, a small kingdom of his own, he was working under the assumption that Aphrodesia would approve. But as it turns out, no, they hated each other. So Hermes was sometimes a bit busy, didn't actually know his daughter's opinion that much, all things considered. So, yeah, we're gonna have to, undo this, by the way. Oh my goodness, he's raised his flag in rebellion. Well, that's tragic. However will we deal with this? However will we possibly put down this, this revolt? However can we... Oh, look, a giant pile of troops. Oh, here's fun. We're both leading our troops. So, okay, let's make this happen. Right here. Me and you. Alright, let's see what the square root of 81 is now, you bastard. It's probably still 9, to be perfectly honest. You can't actually change that by beating someone with an axe. But, yeah, it looks like, oh dear, his flank has immediately collapsed. But if we're lucky... Okay, and... we can start sacrificing to Zeus. Okay, that's nice. So, yeah, at this point... Wait, should we really do that? Like, I'm pretty confident he's actually... Yeah, he's a priest of Zeus. Maybe we shouldn't do that. I feel like we shouldn't. We really shouldn't. Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? The odd sacrifice is fine. As long as we don't sacrifice too many people, it's not going to be a problem. And of course, as is naturally the case, because Aphrodesia is now leading us, we are entering a brand new golden age. Favourable stars, everything is fine. Right, couple of territories fall before this guy sorts himself out. Absolutely lovely. Though then again... Okay, one last chance at this. I'm going to move, yeah, Aphrodesia over to this army over here. I'd like to catch him. If I can, I would really like to catch this guy. And I'm 10% faster than him, so he shouldn't be able to get away. Alright, and we've already won. And the game's auto-saving, it's January 1st. Any chance we can get him? And who do we catch? No, we just caught another priest. Okay, you can go in prison. And then, okay, some other guy. Maybe, no. Okay, we've killed one person. That's fine. We don't need to kill anybody else for another few years. Alright, just let's not take this too far. And to my mind, it looks to me like, okay, sadly he got away. But you can see there we were capturing commanders left, right, and centre. And then sacrificing them, which wasn't the original plan, but whatever. Okay, so, you're in prison now. There we flippin' go. So, we can take the kingdom off him. And we've got a claim, so vassals won't object. Can we take anything else too? So yeah, he's a traitor. Nobody will care. Absolutely lovely. But there might be a limit to how much we can take. Yes, you're only allowed to take one. So at this point, there's not much more we can do. But what we are going to do is, yeah, re-rationalise this whole area. So the King of Italy, who sort of works for me, because yes, you're the former King of Italy, so I'm guessing you don't like me. You're the new King of Italy, so... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get you nice and on side. Alright, I'm going to give you a lovely viceroyalty. Alright, I am going to give you the Kingdom of Burgundy. We've renamed it a bit, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to give you the County of Ivrea. Okay, so congratulations, I've just awarded you a whole bunch of stuff. Italy's now looking much more Italy-y, which is spectacular. And I'm guessing you actually, yep, there we go. So now you really like me. In fact, I'm going to assume you like me enough that there we flippin' go. How about we have ourselves a nice Hellenic leader? How's your son doing, by the way? Looking a bit Catholic to me. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm going to be wanting to educate that kid, by the way. And can we pull that off? No, he's not keen on that. But. Okay, what if I were to buy a favour? How much is that going to cost me? 400 gold. Where the cock did that much money come from? Does anybody know where I suddenly got 7,000 gold from? Because I did not have that 10 minutes ago. Okay, don't question it. It's good to have gold. Yes, I'll be buying a favour from you. And do we have the favour immediately? Ooh. Lack of diligence. Ah! Okay. Magister Neophytus the Milk Drinker and... Wait, isn't that... No, that's a different Neophytos. Good. You know what? I'll give him some advice, get some renown, maybe we'll become friends. Lovely. Ah, tragically I can't use the favour to educate the child, I assume because... yeah, he's in somebody else's court already somehow. Maybe some form of divorce or something, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's not giving me the option to use the favour. Still, having a favour from the King of Italy, still a good thing. Still well worth having. Okay, Mr. Neophytus. Now. So, remember when you told me to come up to the blackboard and solve 7 times 6 when you knew I was a bit ropey on my multiplication tables? You knew and you did nothing when all the other children laughed at me. Well, let's see how you like being flipping humiliated. Unsuitably chastised, he goes back to work, now working for the King of Italy, who's totally not really Hellenic, but screw it, it'll do, it's fine. Oh, and better after decades of back and forth, it looks like Venice have finally managed to slap down Medina. Yeah, Romaine was holding on to it using mercenaries, but at this point, it feels like, yeah, they're finally going to be able to be pushed into complete and total surrender. Meaning Venice is now doing very nicely for itself, though it will look a lot nicer once they take that bit of land. And as for me, yeah, I could do with grooming an heir. Alright, because, well, to be honest, I've been a bit busy. I have been a bit busy crushing everyone before my mighty spear, because I'm basically the best duelist in the world. In fact, let's see if we can we verify that? I mean, I can check who else is actually inside this society, so you're minus 31. Okay, so that's interesting. How about you? 5. Okay, not spectacular. 15. Well, we only just started the Olympians. Okay, so it's going to take some time for some really good people to start coming through. But oh my. Oh my. Perhaps you remember that once, many years ago, when our entire empire was this tiny bit of the Roman Empire down over here that is now the cultural and military centre of the entire bloody world, Peyron went on a journey following a legendary gathering in which he single-handedly invaded the Abbasid dynasty and murdered everybody that he ran into. And I can't help but notice, legendary gathering is available again. Alright guys, I would say it's time to begin the great journey. Now it is going to take us time before we can go on that journey, but yes, 100% Aphrodesia is going on a journey, and she might even start herself a brand new bloodline. You've got enough bloodlines, we don't need bloody more, but okay. This is something very special indeed. And as for the Mongols, they're making progress, but to be honest, I'm underwhelmed. I think this whole Genghis Khan thing has really been blown out of all proportion. I mean, he's nothing next to the bloody Black Death. Oh, and there it is, a nice solid Venice, but I can't help but notice, I think we broke Romaine. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I think we punched Romaine a bit too hard, and now Romaine is, now Romaine's gone. Did we seriously just break Romaine? Yes, we could indeed just recreate the Kingdom of Romaine, which is supposed to just be that bit over there. So, as Venice won't want it, because, yes, they're a republic, not actually a feudal thing, I guess we just sort of leave it, to be honest. And we could create the Kingdom of Bavaria, but I'm not 100% sure what real, benefit that would give us. Carinthia seems to have that all well in hand already, so what's this one? Okay, that one's not even a real kingdom, it's just a title, so screw that nonsense. Ah yes, that is one thing we need though. As we're swimming in money right now, yes, invest in everything. In particular, Rome. Rome needs to be, you know, better than it is. Rome needs to be good. We need to generate troops and whatnot. So, yeah, some proper barracks. There's a lot we need to invest in over here, dear oh dear. Oh, and this is nice. I can build some secluded groves, which is a polite way of saying a really nice outdoor place for me to have sex with my husband. Yes, we'll do that, because I'll admit, despite all of the murdering, I have been having trouble, you know, producing a son. Not that that matters so much, really. I'm perfectly happy for my brother to take over when the time is right. That's a-okay. You know what? He can do it. Governor of Carthage can... Oh. Maybe I shouldn't let Carthage take over the Roman Empire. Okay, he's not Carthaginian, he just lives in Carthage. It's different. He does look a bit evil, though. I mean, just look at that beard. There's no double about it whatsoever. You know what? I am going to create the Kingdom of Bavaria. We're just going to give it to Carinthia, obviously, you know, vice-royalty-like, and then when the guy dies, we might rearrange things a bit. That might make sense. There we go. Carinthia eats some lovely de jure stuff I couldn't give them previously, but yeah, now they've got the de jure right. This guy's actually sitting on... Yeah, he's got himself, hang on, the Carinthia together with... Wait. Update yourself, please. Update yourself. Yeah, Carinthia and Reutia, which is Bavaria in Roman. Got it. Because yes, he used to have Thrace, but then we split that out over here. Though we still got this tiny bit of land for some reason. Which is actually Thrace itself, so we should really hand that back over to Thrace. Oh, and this is just flipping lovely. So, Proconsular Anastasia, who is the daughter of Harmonius the Frog and currently the Queen of Antioch, she's actually joined the Olympian Champions too, because she's got herself a good martial education, so... Okay, we have got some kick-ass warrior queens all over the Empire. I love it! And thanks to all this sieging of dynasty members all over the place, yes indeed, the dynasty has recovered nicely. Back up from, I think its lowest after the Black Death was 24, now up to 51, an excellent recovery. Still, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that is enough for now, but this is still not the end. No. I'm going to admit, I was assuming the Mongols were going to make, you know, faster progress in that, but no, they're sort of hanging out over there, to be honest, with nowhere near as many troops as me. In fact, it's a bit sad that I'm just sitting over here with 140,000 men. And Genghis Khan's got himself only 26,000, of which 17,000 are event spawn, so they're going to get worn down because you don't actually repair or regenerate event troops. So, yeah, the poor, sad Mongols. But, ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to, you know, wrap this up properly. Next time, I promise next time's going to be the end, probably, anyway. Because, yes, indeed, there's one more thing we just must do. Just as Peyran once went on a legendary journey that founded the bloodline, the blood that still runs in the veins of Aphrodesia, so now we must close the circle by going on one final legendary journey together. I don't know where we're gonna go precisely. It might be straight back into the Abbasid dynasty. I would love it if it was against the Mongols, alright? If the Mongols are too scared to come and take us on, then Aphrodesia will go over there single-handedly with a battle axe in both hands and beat the cocking hell out of Genghis Khan. So, that is coming up very soon indeed. The grand finale, probably anyway, coming up. It's gonna be spectacular. And then, well, I've got some plans for what we're doing after this, ladies and gentlemen. We might well get round to discussing them very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too, man.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!